Salutations, fellow knights, supposed to be stable. My name is Sertalot, and wait, this isn't the right camera angle. Yes, that is right. I have changed the layout of my desk once again. Let me explain why. For those who saw the previous video, I stated that in the description of that video, I am working on a thing. What is that thing, you might be asking? Well, I was hoping to do this, get this done before the end of the month, and I have. Fellow Knights are supposed to be stable. I have done it. I have done something I have started all the way back in August. Yes, literally. I kind of took a break because finances. I took a financial break in September through December, but I got back on it in December, and I finally got it done. Fellow Knights supposed to be stable. I have built a custom-built PC. That's right. I built a custom-built computer for the first time in my life. And I would say I built it by myself, but let's be honest, I had to have my brother-in-law help me. He's really good with working on computers and all that. He knows how to make a custom build. Me, on the other hand, I do not. But anyway, but before I show you guys what the PC looks like, I'm gonna show you guys what I used to build the PC in the order that first purchased item to the last purchased item. So any of the PC specs, if you want to, I would say I would try this, but honestly, it was really tough. The first thing I bought was actually the case. I would show you the box for that, but it came in an Amazon box and I threw it out. It was really big. But anyway, sorry if you hear Xavier crying in the background. He's cranky. He needs a nap. He's been up since 6 a.m. and had a rough night of sleep. But anyway, the first thing I bought, well, to make a custom build PC, you're going to need a lot of parts. Let's get comfy. This could take a while. So the first thing I got, other than the case, which I'll show you at the end of the video, was a motherboard. Here we have I got this from Gigabyte. This is the Gigabyte B450M DS3H motherboard. It's a pretty good motherboard, honestly. The only thing I have to critique about it, it doesn't have Wi-Fi capabilities. I learned that the hard way, which I'll explain later. Still a good motherboard though. I almost forgot. I would show you guys the video footage of me building the PC. Unfortunately, it took me 4 hours and I can only record 2 hours worth of footage on my SD card. And this took several weeks. I was still waiting on a few pieces, needless to say. So, and the footage was just me being angry and swearing a lot. I know on camera I have the cleanest of mouth sometimes, but off camera my mouth is a toilet. I'm a potty mouth. The next thing I got, where is it? Basically, after buying the case and the motherboard, I had to wait until Christmas Day to order this next piece because back in September of last year, it was, I kid you not, $250. I'm gonna put right here actually the price of each item. The motherboard costed me about $75. Yeah, kind of pricey. The next thing I bought which was actually on Christmas Day, after uploading the last video for Autismus, I ordered this and it came about beginning of the year. So yeah, and that is the CPU. This is what gives life to the PC, I think. If the PC was a body, like a human body, this would be the heart. Well, maybe the backbone, spine, who knows. And that is the CPU. The one I got was I had to wait till Christmas Day because in September it was $250. Thankfully I got it for $150. This is the AMD Ryzen 5 1600 CPU. These are empty boxes, by the way. They're not in the boxes still. It's pretty much empty. But the reason why it was so expensive is it also came with a stock CPU cooler. And that is the Wraith Stealth Cooler, I think. I think that's the model number. Nailed it. And I got it for $150 basically. So there's that. Next part I got was the RAM. This is basically the memory stick for the PC. And for this, I got the Corsair Vengeance LPX 8GB DDR4 3000 RAM stick. By the way, I would say this is all from my brain, but honestly it's all from the brain of my old PC. It's basically, I got the idea for this cheap budget custom build by a website called Logical Increments. I would link the description below, but they updated their website and it's not the same as what I have. The next part I got was the power supply unit. And by the way, that RAM stick, it was just one for 8GB, $40. Is it worth every penny? In my case, pretty much has to be. But anyway, next piece is the power supply unit, which is the Corsair CX550 watt. It's a pretty good power supply unit. I mean, it gets the job done. That's all that matters. The next part I got was the graphics card. The graphics card I was going to get, I basically went through like 3 different graphics cards before I bought this one. The reason why? Well, the first one, which was a ASRock Phantom Gaming graphics card, kinda skyrocketed in value. It went from 150 to, I kid you not, 270 in a matter of weeks, if not days. And that was just a 4GB version. The 8GB version was 170. By the time, but then I realized it's out of stock and it will not be restocked ever again, probably. And I wasn't waiting. So I went with this one. It is a PNY NVIDIA GeForce GT 1030 graphics card. This thing, it's a 2GB version, but it's pretty dainty and delicate, but it gets the job done. I'm kind of testing it out. At least with custom builds, you can swap out the parts if need be. I'm probably going to have to, because you never know. If it doesn't work, I'll have to buy it in like May or something. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to buy a new graphics card probably. You know, you just never know. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Next part I got was the fans, or cooler. The cooler, it can either be intake or an exhaust fans or water cooling system. Yes, there are water cooling systems. I don't want to make this too expensive, so I just got some cheap fans made by Up Here, and I got this for a triple pack. I was gonna get some Corsair fans that are RGB and have LEDs and all that, but $40 for fans, no. By the way, graphics card was $130, so I didn't pay too much for that. The Up Here fans, by the way, I got for like, instead of $40 for Corsair fans, I got these for like $14. The only problem with the Up Here fans, I don't know if I recommend them because it's hard to tell which way they're supposed to face them for intake and exhaust. Usually, some PC fans have arrows to tell you which way you're supposed to position them for intake and exhaust. Mine didn't. I probably put them in the wrong way. And then the last thing I needed, and this is why I had to wait so long for this. I was hoping to get this done literally in February, but this took forever to get here, and that is the storage. Now, some people, they can have hard drives or an SSD card for storage. Personally, and I went for SSD because it's faster. According to my brother-in-law, hard drives are really slow. For my storage, I got an Intel 660p series M.2 2280 1TB SSD. Now, there is a difference between a regular SSD and an M.2 SSD. A regular SSD, you pretty much have to put it where the hard drive goes, and you have to collect wires to it. M.2 SSDs, they pretty much go into the motherboard and you don't need cables to connect it to. So I highly recommend you get an M.2 SSD if you're thinking about building your own PC. It's just easier to just put it in there, screw it on, and then you're done. Also, you need an operating system to actually give life to the PC. I highly recommend Windows 10. There are ways you can basically extract it from an old PC into a USB flash drive and then plug it into your PC, and then it'll operate for you. This makes you authenticate the operating system, or else you won't make the most out of your PC. I think that made sense. Hopefully it did. A lot of big fancy words today, I'm sorry. So yeah, I think it's about time I show you guys the PC. Why don't we do that? Without further ado... Da-da-da. The case I got, by the way, is a Cooler Master MasterBox Q300L Micro ATX Tower. This is the USB flash drive I used to get for the operating system. The motherboard doesn't have Wi-Fi capabilities, which is why I have a Wi-Fi adapter right here. Some motherboards do have Wi-Fi adapters. Mine does not. So yeah, and by the way, my PC setup is still a work in progress. I have a lot to do on this thing, like cable management. It's pretty bad. By the way, one of the coolest things I got for this desk was this desk lamp. Let me show you why. I got the Kozu desk lamp because I got recommended it from TechSource for his Cooltech Under 50. Big fan of TechSource, by the way. I will submit, and sometime soon, in the foreseeable future, I will submit this to setup for us once it's all done. I still have a lot of work to do. But the Kozu lamp, you can basically control it with your phone. Sort of. It comes with a light bulb, but I decided to get a smart light bulb for this lamp. That way, I can do this. I can turn it on and off with my phone. Also, I can change the color from blue to cyan to magenta, you name it. I kind of like blue. Also, there are different settings you can have. I named it after Enigma because, you know, I'm an Enigma. Anyway, so I have night mode, I have room tour mode, which basically goes through a series of colors. But the one I use the most, other than night mode, is recording, which is pretty much at max brightness. I use it as a studio light. And while I'm editing, I turn off the room light and turn this on this mode so I can edit. Pretty cool stuff. I thought, at least. And now you're probably wondering, can I see the PC in action? I was about to get to that. Be patient. Let me just turn on the monitor. And then the PC. By the way, it is a little loud in there, I think. You guys hear that? I think you guys can hear that. They're not really quiet, but it'll do. And without further ado, there it is. It works. Alright. And yeah, so I think that'll do for this video. Alright. So that'll basically do for this video, guys. Sorry that videos have been kind of limited. I don't know. I feel like videos have been really limited on this channel lately. I know I used to do the occasional double upload, but due to this PC, which I'm now calling Black Diamond, basically because it's an all black setup, and it's kind of a pun because black diamonds are really expensive. Yes, they are a thing. And this is a budget setup. I thought it was clever. But anyway, that's kind of the reason why I haven't been able to do a double upload in the last few weeks. I don't know, I just feel like I'm not pouring out the best content for you guys. I don't know, maybe it's just me. By the way, what do you guys think about the Disney VHS tape wall? I worked on that last January. Would have made a video about that. In hindsight, I really should. I don't know why I was thinking. But anyway. Yeah, the Disney VHS tape is back. Collection's back. It's just on my closet door, and it wraps around this wall towards my door. I'm not even joking. I was gonna show that in a room tour video, but glitches happened. I think that'll do for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and this new PC build. If you did, drop a like you're dropping the bass. Wow, wow. And give the old subscribe and the old smizzy smack. And I'll see you fellow knights in the next video. Dudes.